Okay, class. So today I am going to show you how to use the pen tool, the selection tool, and the shape tool to your advantage for adding elements to your letter forms. Okay. So you can see here in this example, I have my 3-letter forms, L, F, and D. Now I need to add some sort of element to this piece. How am I going to do this? Let's say I wanted to extend this line out, or extend this line out, or add some sort of decorative element inside. You can use the pen tool, the direct selection tool, and the shape tool to do this. Oops, sorry. It's a nice illustration someone did for me. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use each of these. So your shape tool, let's say you had a letter. Let's write like an L, okay? But I'm going to make it, let's make it like a simpler font for this example, okay? And I wanted to extend outward from this letter form. Well, very simply, I could use my rectangle tool, making sure it's filled, okay? And I can add an extension to it, right? Zooming in to make sure that it's pretty clean, okay? Easy way to add an extension. Notice on your layer bar creates a new layer. You can also use any of the other tools to add extensions if they work for you in some way. If you wanted to add a custom shape to your design, you can click on the little blob, come up to your custom shapes, go down to all, hit OK so you can see all of the shapes available. Maybe you want to add a simple star to your design. Okay, you can add stars that have outlines. Okay, so actually this one has an outline. Whoops. I'm going to backtrack in history. So you can see I did not mean to, but it actually attached both of my images together in one layer. Okay. But if I don't want to do that, I'm just going to click back on my background. And now I'm going to go back to my custom shape, and I have my star, and I can create my star, and it's going to add it as another shape. Okay. So now I can take that star, whoops, using my move tool, and kind of move it where I wish. Rotate it, make it smaller, bigger, add to. Where am I? There you go. And move it around the page as such, right? So you can kind of play around with those as well, with any of the shape tools. The pen tool, okay? So the pen tool is really good if, let's say, you had a typeface that was scripted, okay, or a little bit more custom. Okay, so let's say I went back to this font style. I'm having a hard time moving my images right now. And make it a little bit bigger. Move it down here. Okay, and I wanted to add a line coming out from this endpoint. Your pen tool you can draw with. So you're going to click on your pen tool. First, I'm going to show you actually, before I even get into how to try a curved line, because curve would be a little bit harder. You can also use it just like the rectangular tool to create simple lines. So I can, by clicking, okay, click, 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 click. Wherever I end, I must start. Click. I can create more custom shapes using the pen tool. That would be like a linear shape, right? It's all straight edges. Using the direct selection tool, which is right below the pen tool, okay, so you have path selection and direct selection. I want you to go to direct selection. Path selection will move the entire path. Direct selection will move points. So I have 4 points on this, the shape. So I can actually click off click on each of these points and move it, and it will rearrange the shape. Okay. I can also say to myself, you know what, I want to add more to this shape. Okay. You can go to your pen tool, hold down, and add another anchor point. So I can add points to this shape, and using my direct selection tool, I can move these points. Okay. So each of the points come with, when you add, they come with anchor bars that will actually add curve to it. If you want it to stay straight, you would pull those anchor bars all the way in, and it becomes a straight line. Okay. If you want to make it curved, you pull it out. Okay. So if I wanted to make this a straight line, I'm going to take that anchor point and this anchor point and pull them in. Okay. And I'm going to pull this one in too. Okay. So now that creates a straight line. This anchor bar is out, so that's creating like a curved line. So you can create all of these really cool shapes. Creating a curved line might be hard to show this in my video, so I'll show you again in class as well. You have to click and drag. So you don't just click, 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 and end it, okay? Because that just creates a linear shape. You have to click and drag. So I'm going to click. Whoops. I'm going to go back. Okay. Release that. Go to my pen tool. I'm going to click, drag, and see how when I click and drag, it creates anchor bars. And I'm going to let go. And then I'm going to click and drag. And when I let go, it creates a curved line, right? So wherever I start, I must end. So now I'm going to click again, drag, click, drag. So my points are actually like all over the place right now, but I can always go back and fix it. Click and drag and click. And you can see it created this really cool point here. Okay. Using my direct selection tool, I can go back and fix it. So if I wanted it to be a little bit more similar to this font style here, I'm going to go back and just kind of improvise a little bit. You can use your anchor bars to push and pull and reshape. This is a really hard tool to master. So, and I just did that really quickly, and it's not perfect at all, but you can see how you can customize curved shapes too. One thing I would just try to practice is doing like a simple shape. So that's kind of hard. So I would just click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, and then attach. So you can see that's more of a curvilinear shapes. Now I can go with my direct selection tool and click on each point and pull it in or out pending what type of design I'm trying to create. Okay, so those are the tools that I'm going to show you today. What I would like you to do is just practice them. So if you're done with your sketches and you kind of have an idea of where you want to go with your project, practice using these tools. And that's it.